Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kelly and this is Cal Beauty. Here I talk about all things beauty, makeup, lifestyle, and even some career advice thrown in there every once in a while. I upload new videos every Sunday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Cal Beauty. Today I wanted to share with you all when I decided I wanted to start getting serious about makeup in my late 40s, wanted to share with you all some of the makeup that I first purchased. Once I had watched all those YouTube videos and decided how I wanted my makeup to look, the different techniques I wanted to apply, the makeup that I already had, I was able to incorporate some of that into the look, but I really needed to up my game a little bit and buy some new products that were really going to help, again, enhance my features and give me that youthful look that I was desiring. One of the first things that I knew I needed was a new foundation. In the past, I had been using a foundation that was very sheer. It wasn't giving me a lot of coverage. It was not covering things that I wanted to be covered. It was just giving me a good base to put my makeup on, but that was about it. A foundation that I was hearing a lot about, again on a lot of the YouTube videos I was watching, was this one. This is from L'Oreal, and this is their Infallible Foundation. It's called the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation. I love this foundation. It really was the first one, again, that I had tried in this new makeup look I was doing, and it did not fail. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. The only thing is it did take me a little while to find the correct shade match for me. Right now, I am wearing it in the shade 420, which is, let me see if I can find the name of that. That is True Beige. In the past, the makeup I was always wearing, I wore it in the color Classic Ivory. Well, I found quickly that you can't go by names. What is Classic Ivory in one brand is an extremely pale color in another one. The first shade I ended up buying in this one was 410. Too light, way too light for me. Then I thought, okay, I obviously need something darker. Went to 430, too dark. I feel like I'm telling the Goldilocks story again here, you all. 430 was too dark. So guess what? 420 was just right. Love Goldilocks color. This shade. I did find in the past with my foundation, I always applied it with just my fingers. That didn't work as well with this foundation. So what I ended up purchasing was a sponge, this makeup sponge. And this is from the brand Real Techniques. By the way, I will have everything that I am showing you all today. I will have this all posted below. But I did find that this foundation applied best with the sponge. And what I'll do is I moisten the sponge. Right now, this sponge isn't moistened. It's actually brand new. I've never even used this one. So I moisten it. I just put a little bit of water. I'll run it under the sink, put just a little bit of water, and then I'll squeeze it a few times. Give it a good squeeze, get out all the excess water. I'll put a few dots of the foundation around my face, and then I use this flat end here to kind of blend all that in. And that worked wonderful. It really spread it out nicely, gave me a good coverage with that. So just love that technique. Again, I'd never used a makeup sponge before, so something new in this whole makeup arsenal I was trying. Concealer. I really didn't start with a new concealer right away. I stuck with the one I had been using. I don't know how good this is going to show up, but this is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Brightening Eye Perfector, and I have this in the shade 05 Fair. It's okay, it's fair, let's put it that way. It really doesn't give me a lot of coverage. I'm actually, again, everything I'm showing you guys today, I'm actually wearing. So I have this concealer on today. I have it on my under eyes and up in this crease right here. And you might be able to tell this does not give me a whole lot of coverage. I will share in future videos my concealer technique now and what I use. But I really wanted to stay true to what I was using in my beginning makeup starter kit, which was, again, this concealer. Powder. I used this L'Oreal True Match. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder. in the shade, let's see, in the shade, well, funny enough, in the shade Classic Ivory. I did want to get a very light color in this. I don't wear a lot of powder on my face. I really don't need it. I don't have oily skin. I don't really even have an oily T-zone. I just like to put a little bit of powder around my nose area, maybe around my nose. So I'll just put a little bit of powder. Again, I'll just powder my nose like they used to say in the old days. I'll powder my nose, and then again a little bit where my pores are here. That's it. I don't set my under eyes. I don't put it all over my face to set it. I don't need to do that. But this was the powder that I started out with, was that L'Oreal True Match. One thing I did find, once I had put on, again, I call that my basic skin, my foundation, concealer, and powder, I did find that that foundation liked to settle a little bit in my lines, around my mouth here, my lines here, and up on my forehead. So I found I had, again, bought some brushes in my starter kit, and I bought this brush from e.l.f. Let me try to show the full thing here. I bought this brush from e.l.f. And this is called the Ultimate Blending Brush. Love this brush. This is a great brush. Once again, I've put on my foundation and powder and all. I will use this brush and come back in and blend in around where my lines are. Again, around my mouth, around my nose, especially in this little socket area right here, and then up on my forehead. I'll really blend that in good. That's all I use this brush for, and I love it. It works great. It blends all of that in, makes it very smooth looking. By the way, just realized I forgot to show you something at the beginning. My primer. I did use a primer before I even put on that foundation. I apologize. This is going to be a little out of order. The primer that I started using is this one from Revlon. And this is called the Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Brightening and Skin Tone Evening. I really like this primer a lot. I had been using a primer before I, again, upped my makeup game. I was using one by Neutrogena, I believe, and it wasn't doing a whole lot for me. This primer, however, it really, I feel like, gives me that brightening effect. It helps my makeup to last longer throughout the day, which again, remember, that's one of my goals with my makeup, is to get it to last during my long work hours. Really enjoy this one. I still use this. A lot of the products, again, that I've showed you, I'm still using. Still use this primer. It's a great primer to get started with. Moving on now to some color. Haven't really added any color to my face yet. This was really the first bronzing and highlighter kit that I used. This, again, this is from Neutrogena. And this is called the Bronze Booster. Let me go ahead and open this up so you can get a little better idea what this looks like. Let me just say, it's okay to start with. If you have never used bronzer or highlighter before, this would probably be a great one to start with. It's hard to really mess this up. You don't get a whole lot of color with this. You don't get a lot of color payoff, except for this color on the end right here. You have to be very careful with this one. But if you use that bronzer, or maybe even just for contouring in the middle, it's going to be really nice. You're not going to get too harsh of an effect with it. Same thing with the highlighter. All of these colors are matte. You're not going to get any shimmers with these. I'll admit to you all, I really don't use this anymore. Today was one of the first days I had worn it getting ready for this video, and I was kind of reminded, I've got a lot of things now I prefer. But to get me started in my makeup starter kit, this is a good purchase, especially if you're kind of on a budget and you can't afford, I need to buy a separate bronzer and a separate highlighter. This might be a good idea in that you're getting both of these in one purchase. Then the blush, that one of the first blushes I started out with was this one from Almay. This is in the shade So Peachy by Almay. Let me go ahead and open this up. This is a very pretty shade. Let me show you a swatch of it here. Again, hopefully that's going to show up a bit. This color, again, I think this is a great one for people that are starting out. If you're just new to makeup or upping your game a little bit, this does not have a lot of color payoff. You got to put on quite a bit for it to show up. So it's going to be hard to mess this one up. But once you do get it right, it is a very pretty color. Again, I'm wearing it today. It can give you a very pretty peach look to your cheeks. Now, here's the part that's scary, you all. I mentioned in my last video, or my first video, that eyebrows was something I had never done before. Here's what I started with. This is the L'Oreal, from L'Oreal, and this is called the Brow Stylist Definer. I love this eyebrow pencil. I still use this one. I have this one in the shade light brunette, but I can also get away with the shade dark blonde. And that is one of the biggest struggles when you first decide to do your eyebrows, finding a good shade match. You want to try to match it to your hair. If you do color your hair, I do highlight my hair, you want to try to match it to your roots. What color are your roots? When my hair is a little bit darker, like it is right now, I haven't had my highlights done in a few months. When it's a little darker, this light brunette is perfect for me. When I get fresh highlights, when my hair looks a little bit blonder and lighter, that dark blonde looks better. These are not very expensive compared to some of your higher ends, so you can afford to have 2, 3 in your collection as you get started with this. One of the things I really like about this pencil, let me go ahead and open this up and show you, is it's got a very thin tip to it. So for somebody that's new to doing their eyebrows, this can be a perfect way to get started. Again, it's hard to make mistakes with this. In the future, I will show you all how I do my eyebrows. I really just want to show you the products today, but I will show you all how I do my eyebrows to try to get that natural look. So what I'll do is first I apply this eyebrow pencil. Then to set that, I have this product from NYX. Love the name of it. A lot of us can relate to this. This is the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. What I really like about this product is it's clear. You don't get any color with this. Let me kind of show you what this looks like. It looks a lot like a mascara wand, doesn't it? But it's clear. It's a clear gel. And I just, after I've put on my pencil and I've brushed that in, I'll put this gel on to set the eyebrows. Again, I'm not adding any color to that to make it look unnatural. It just is going to keep my eyebrows in place for the rest of my workday. Then, eyeshadow palettes. Had a lot of fun shopping for eyeshadow palettes when I was first getting started. This is one of the best ones I got. I did buy about 2 or 3 to get me started, but this is one of the first ones that I purchased. This is from NYX. And the name of this is called the Warm Neutrals. Let me go ahead and open this up for you. There's the colors. They are just beautiful. Beautiful. Again, they are neutrals, but you do get some good colors in here. And this is a great palette to get started with. You've got everything in here that you need to create several different eye looks. You've got a good, this one up here, this is a great highlighting color for your brow bone and inside in your tear duct area. The one next to it, that's a great shimmer for when you're doing that inside of your eye line there. Then you've got some great shimmers in here. Let me just swatch a few of these for you. Actually, let me show you what I'm wearing. Let me show you the one I'm wearing today. This one right here. Now, one thing you will find with drugstore eye palettes, they don't have names on them. So I can't tell you what the name of that one was. It's this one. Make sure I'm showing you right. It's this one right here. Maybe I'd call that maybe a brick red, darker red color. But that's that color right there I've got on my finger. Then what I've got on my corner, let me show you that one, is this color right here. This one right here. That's this color. And I did my corner and then I blocked in my corner with that. So you can just get some beautiful looks with this. Something else I did with this, if you can't afford to start out with eyeliner yet, or you're a little nervous going into the whole eyeliner thing, what I did was this color right here in the corner, the bottom corner. I took a small little brush, wet it, dipped it in that color, and that's what I have on right now for my eyeliner. It's very light. Don't have a whole lot on, but it's a good way to get a little bit of color on those lids without having to do an eyeliner pencil. So again, this is a great palette to get started out with. Now, if you're not a warm person, if you're cold, no, if you're not a warm palette person, there is another one of these by NYX called Cool Neutrals. So if you know that you like cool shades better, you may want to check that one out. Then the mascara that I'm wearing, this actually again was not a new purchase. This is something I had already been wearing. This is from CoverGirl. And this is called the CoverGirl Professional Remarkable Mascara. Again, I have this in the shade Black Brown. This is what I'm wearing right now. This is a good mascara. When I'm looking for mascaras, what I look for is something, again, I can wear all day that isn't going to give me what I used to refer to as raccoon eyes. You ladies know what I'm talking about with raccoon eyes. I'm talking about when it starts to flake or the color starts to transfer and you get that line underneath your eye here. And I already have bags under my eyes. I don't need to accentuate that area at all. So I look for a mascara that's going to stay put all day. This is a good mascara for that. You don't get a whole lot of volume out of this. You don't get a whole lot of length. I mean, you can see my eyelashes right now. They don't look bad, but this is what I stuck with for a while, was this CoverGirl mascara. And then finally on my lips, I am wearing this lipstick by NYX. Let me just say, NYX is a great brand of lipstick color. If you are looking to grow your lipstick collection, and again, maybe you're on a budget, you don't have a whole lot, you're kind of experimenting right now, NYX is a great purchase. These lipsticks, I think they run maybe $5, $6. They've got a great color range, and it's a great way to find some colors that suit you, that you really like, and maybe that go with some of your different looks. The color I've got on today, this is called Free Spirit. And again, let me swatch this for you and show you what this looks like. Really pretty, kind of a pinkish brown color, very pretty. This is a matte shade. I know, again, as mature women, we're told we should stay away from mattes. I find that this matte is not very drying. It doesn't accentuate lines on my lip. It's their Suede collection. Again, it is matte, but I have found that these NYX Suede lipsticks do not dry my lips out, but they do stay in place. Highly recommend trying those out. Last thing, I am wearing a lip liner. Again, I am wearing this MAC Whirl lip liner. I actually already had this one before I started again growing my makeup collection. I already had this lip liner. Love this lip liner. Again, it's a great universal shade, goes with about everything. Let me swatch it next to that Free Spirit. Oh yeah, they go perfect together. So I've got the Free Spirit and then the Whirl lip liner on there. And that's it, guys. That is everything that I purchased or maybe already had in my makeup collection that I used when I decided I really wanted to start upping my makeup game. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love it if you gave it a big thumbs up down below and consider subscribing to my channel. I hope you all have a great week. Bye-bye.